Alright, so I've had people tell me, Mariah, why didn't you start a YouTube yet? Or, why didn't you do something like that? And, to be honest, I really don't even know why for real. But, yeah, this video right here is just gonna be a topic of why I wasn't myself for a great while of 2018, and like kind of a recap of how my 2018 ended and how it changed me right before the new year, and how it just made me realize and grow as a person. And I mean, it's gonna be kind of negative in some ways because I will be talking about like my past relationship and how that changed me and how that made me realize hella shit. So 2018, I learned a lot, like from myself, from finding myself, from friends, from family, from relationships, all that. I just learned a lot. And I hope I don't get too emotional about this, but I mean, I'll try to keep it, 100. But man, also by me not being emotional about the situation, I don't want people to think, oh, it wasn't nothing serious, oh, she don't got no emotions or whatever, because I do. And I'm a very emotional person, and this topic is very touchy for me, and I feel like just talking about it and about the situation and how I learned from it is going to help me even more. But I am for sure going to speak from my heart and how I feel now and how I've changed from just 2018 to the beginning of the new year, and how I've learned from everything I've been through just in a year. Long story short, I'm probably the realest motherfucker you can talk to about shit. And I'm being 100. Like, if you need advice on life, relationships, anything, come to me, because I'm blunt. I'll be real with you. I'll tell you straight up shit. And that's why I probably don't even got many friends right now, is because I'm very blunt and I'll tell you what you need to hear. And that's just how I am in a relationship. Most of y'all know, for a great while, almost 2 years. I'm not gonna say no names. You're watching, you know who you are. You got friends that's probably gonna run back and tell you. So, I ain't tripping off that, but you know who you are. Video, no hard feelings. I got love for you. Once I love somebody from my heart, like, I'm always gonna have love for you. Regardless if we're together, if I gotta love you from a distance. But, I don't think true love really goes away. And for me, like, I don't think it will change much anytime soon. I'm always gonna have love for you, but I'm not gonna stick around for you to just throw your negativity and your toxic shit into my life. And from where I am now to where I used to be, I've changed dramatically, and I'm at a point in my life where I don't want no dealings with negativity, with toxic people, with immaturity. You tell me what it is. You be straight up with me. You don't gotta sugarcoat shit. Just be blunt, be straight up with me, and let's keep it moving. Like, you're just wasting time by playing. Another thing is, I don't care who you are. Toxic is toxic. If you were toxic before, you'll be toxic again. And if you don't get rid of that toxic right now in your life, I don't care what memories we had, what we've been through, how strong our bond was, how long we were together. Toxic is toxic, and I don't want no dealings with it. That being said, being in this relationship, I learned a lot. Yeah, I learned. I'm the type of person, that would never stop loving somebody or stop caring for somebody. It's just not my heart. I feel like once you love somebody and you give them so much of your time and you just put so much effort into that person, you never just stop loving and caring about them. And if you think that you do, I mean, you never really love them. In this relationship, I was getting my mind played hellas. I felt stranded and lost, like I wasn't good enough or I wasn't doing something right. And I always found myself at the end of the day stressing of whether or not I'm good enough for this person or if I'm doing something right to make this person happy. But at the end of the day, I was finding myself going through all this stress and overthinking this shit while this person was just doing their own thing, while I'm going through all this shit. And this, keep in mind, this is from August to December. That time, I thought I would never love again. I thought I needed this person so bad, and I couldn't live without this person. Real shit. And I'm not the type of person that would be like, oh, I don't need you, you know, go kick rocks, whatever. I really felt like I needed to. Every relationship, to a healthy, strong relationship, is communication. Like, if you're not talking to your significant other about, you know, what we could work on or what I'm doing wrong so we could sit down and work on this shit, like, what's the point of a relationship? Honestly, if there is no communication involved in a relationship, what is the point of being together? There's no point. You know, I went from crying every day to not eating to, you know, not giving a fuck about anything. You know, I was really heavy into smoking a lot. I didn't really start smoking a lot into my junior year of high school, but man, after that breakup or whatever that was during that time span, it really got to me. And, you know, every day, every second of the day, I was either high or drunk, or, you know, I found myself doing something I shouldn't, or I was finding myself falling back into the person I was once before. And I was just so lost, you know. Everything was changing in front of my eyes, and just freshly getting out of high school to transitioning on to living on my own, and, you know, going to college, you know, everything was just changing, and life don't stop. Life keeps on going. Time's gonna keep on ticking, whether you want it to stop or not. So that's when I had to, you know, get my shit together and realize that, you know, this little relationship that you got going, Mariah, this is not going to affect you. It's not gonna do anything for you in the long run, but bring you pain and hurt. So that's when I got my shit together, and I took back time, and I got my thoughts, and I sat back and I found myself and who I really was and what I really truly wanted. And I stick to that shit to this day. Like, the beginning of my relationship was so perfect. It was something a fairy tale, my nigga. Like, like, it was something you would fucking see in a dream. Like, it was just perfect. Everything was so perfect. And it's crazy how it can just change like that, like in front of your face. Like, it was crazy how we came from telling each other our deepest secrets that we would never thought we would tell a soul to not speaking again. And, you know, it is what it is for a mindset. You know, you got to keep it moving. You got to keep it going. You can't stop for nobody. So that's exactly what I did. I kept it going, and she didn't like the way I was moving. She didn't like that I was finding myself. She thought, I'm talking about this relationship so easily now because I got over it and I realized it is what it is. Now I'm doing great. You know, as of right now, I took that relationship as a lesson learned. You know, like, you taught me what I needed to know. You gave me all the information I needed to sit back and just watch and observe how you moved, and I'm super grateful for that. Long story short, this person did me wrong, and I'm not here for sympathy. I'm not here for y'all to tell me, oh, Mariah, it's gonna be okay. That's really all I can say. I mean, I was going through so much, you know. Man, 2018 was a year of growth and learning from, you know, I was the type of person in this relationship to always put her before me. I don't know if I said that before already, but, you know, I would always try to find ways for us to see each other, and that was always me. It was always me. And it fucks with my mind a lot because out of all the things I did for this person, like, how you can do me so wrong in the end, like, it just showed me, you know, no matter who the fuck you are, motherfuckers can switch up on you at any second. At the same time, if I keep on giving and I'm not receiving, like, what are we doing? You know, and it's just hurting me in the long run while you're off doing what you need to do that makes you happy.